So I'm here with James and Frederica, the Zero Waste family, and I am a novice. I have no idea what I'm doing, building a garden box and then actually making it grow successfully. So I need to hear from you basic tips about a garden box.
All right, so here are the things to know to start with. Number one is start small. Create a box that feels right for you. Number two, don't put any plastic at the bottom of it. Better to put some cardboard or something to prevent weeds from coming up.
Okay.
And the box should be on the ground.
And the box should definitely be on the ground. So we've got 5 maiden beds in the back, and we're growing kale and beets and beans in this bed. And then down here behind this little fence, we're growing all of our potatoes. And so those will be, we just planted those really only about 6 weeks ago. And so we're actually only a couple of weeks away from harvesting a lot of potatoes from here. In through here are all of our fruit trees. So we've got kind of 3 fruit trees. And then there's some beautiful peaches, if you can see them on that tree in the middle there. The third, soil, will make all the difference in the world. So really research your soil, get some good soil, and make sure that you've got some compost in it so that it's really rich and full of life to grow the plants.
So Frederica, you just told me something that I'll never ever forget. Compost is darn sexy.
Yes, yes, yes. I used to be all about fancy shoes, and now I look at compost piles and think that they are really sexy.
And that is really literally the key to everything, right? Is you have to have good compost with all those nutrients.
It's so essential for the garden, for any healthy garden, to have good compost.
And then the fourth thing is you want to put some mulch on top of the soil after you've planted. And so that can be either leaves or it can actually be grass clippings. Keep your grass clippings, let them dry out, and just lay a layer of grass clippings on top of the soil. That will help hold the moisture and it will actually fertilize the soil as they grow.
How smart.
And then grow what you eat. So often people just think, oh my gosh, it would be so much fun to grow all these things, but actually really think about growing what you eat. And then as it comes in, make sure you eat it. We're always growing seeds. So we plant year-round here. When you're on a homestead, you're trying to just harvest a little bit all the time because you're just eating through your garden. So we're constantly growing from seeds, eating out of our garden, turning soil, replanting. It's just a kind of a continuous cycle that we're always going through. We do a lot of food planning. I give Frederica all the credit. She does our kind of food planning for the week right out of the garden so that we know what we're doing.
So tell me, what is the hardest vegetable or fruit to grow, and during what seasons?
Tomatoes are one of the hardest things to grow, and I know that people get a little sad and upset about that, but tomatoes are quite finicky. Okay, you have to water them the right way. You can't give them too much sun and not too little sun. And you have to remove the dead leaves or you will get mites. You have to care a lot for them.
I'll give you one little trick about planting tomatoes that I learned, which is when you put it in a pot, take off all the leaves except for the very top and get it almost all the way in the soil.
Really?
Because tomatoes are the only vegetable that will actually grow new roots from its stem.
Yeah.
And so the deeper you get it,
Yeah.
the stronger those roots will go, which is why we get tomatoes that practically climb up to the heavens when we really do it right.
Can I do this? I mean, I don't have a green thumb. I've never done this before. So with all of your help, I'm going to be like, hi, Frederica and James, it's me again.
You can definitely grow a garden. I think anybody can grow a garden,
Yes, I
especially
think so.
today. There's no better time to try to do it.
No.
I love your style. Thank you.